Okay, so check it out, right? So I watched the full joint on Peacock. All right, you can catch if y'all want to see the full interview. If you don't know where it's at, because I had to go through like 5 minutes of website searching to figure out it was on Peacock, and you gotta have Peacock Premium, so the paid version, which I think is like $5 or $6 or whatever it is, and it's on NBC's channel, right? Interview with Holden, and it's 42 minutes long.
Jesus
now there's
Christ.
snippets all around YouTube, but the actual video, the longest portion I've seen on YouTube is on People's channel on YouTube. It's like a 17-minute clip, but the actual interview is 42 minutes, right? For her new book called Worthy. Now the talking points I have in here, I put in order. When she breaking her stuff down, of course there's questions and back and forth for conversation between this, but it goes in this order. Jada and Tupac again. So I put that in there, Jada and Tupac again. Then it goes to forward, but so kind of backwards, because she gets to talk about how she used to sell drugs. Did you know that, kid? Jada Pinkett says she used to sell drugs for 3 years.
I don't believe it, but I'll let her run with it.
She said she used to sell crack. Between the ages of 14 to 17, she sold crack. What she said, right? Next, after that, we go to Hollywood, right? And they talk about her and Will's status in Hollywood and acting roles and positions and whatever the case is, right? Then that goes to her talking about how her and Will separated in 2016. Said they lived in separate places and everything in 2016. All right. Ooh, something going on in my eye. Then that goes to the Red Table Talk, created in 2018. Now she created that show and this, that, and the other. Her mom is co-hosting, her daughter, whatever the case is. And that eventually led to the Will Smith interview featuring Will Smith talking about the August Alsina situation. Cool. Then they go forward and they talk about the Oscar slap with Chris Rock, between Chris Rock and Will Smith. And then it ends talking about Jada's book, the overall book, and her thinking she's worthy of whatever the case is. All right. So we're going to start from the beginning. All right. Jada and Tupac again. I don't know how many times this lady is going to bring this up. What up, Mike? Who's that? Nickelodeon 24? What am I? So, okay. He on stereo. So, she started talking about Tupac again. And I don't know how many times can you talk about Tupac in a relationship that started / ended in the early to mid 90s. Tupac passed in I would say 2026, in 1996, right? Cool. Her and Will was married in 97. So I'm under the impression that her and Will was probably dating in 95, 96. Now, in a way long ago prior interview, she said Tupac was her soulmate. In this interview, she said Tupac kept on pretty much attempting to press the issue between them two. She encouraged Tupac to kiss her, and then they both felt like, ugh, afterwards. And they just always just been friends after that. So in this interview, she pretty much said her and Tupac never had nothing. But in the prior interview, a long time ago, she said her and Tupac were soulmates. I'm confused on what's what. It's a lot of contradiction in this interview. And it's a lot of finger points. But it's a hella contradiction. And I'm irritated that every time she has some type of life circumstance, she bring up a supposed relationship from almost 30 years ago when Tupac. This was the early 90s. Why is Tupac still a part of your relationship line to even talk about at this point in time? And Tupac's my guy.
Bringing it up, not her.
Nah, it's definitely her. Anytime she don't have nothing going on, is what it seems like. Like almost every interview. But why she's the only person So is she the only person that ever knew Tupac or something? You know what I mean? Because she bring up Tupac more than Snoop Dogg, more than Dr. Dre, more than Suge Knight, more than anybody else that seemed to be closer to Tupac in his earlier day, in his later stages in life than she was.
But
Yeah, she still keep bringing this man up.
Wasn't even speaking, I thought.
This is what I'm saying. Towards the end, those last couple years, she was most likely in a relationship with Will. Because they got married in 97.
I don't know. I just want out of Jada's life. No, I'm well aware that they were in an open
putting
marriage.
herself in the front.
Right. I'm aware that they were in an open marriage, but that has been known to the public since I was a
She said
teenager.
they don't have an open marriage. In this interview, she said they don't have an open marriage.
But in Will's book, he said. In Will's book, he said that Jada compromised his marriage. So I'm just trying to figure out, ma'am, what would you like us to know about your life? What? Keep us out of it at this point. I'm really over it. Like, I used to like Jada, but now it's like, have a seat, baby. Just spend your money and relax. It's too much.
Listen, I can only tell you what she said. She said they don't have an open marriage. They're not swingers, they don't have an open marriage. I said, hey, okay. But that's why I said it's a lot of contradictory stuff.
No.
And the interview is like ridiculous.
Jada will always be crucified for her indiscretions because she's a woman. I get that part of it. Because you never hear about... But until August, we ain't never hear about her, none of her little side pieces either. But as a woman, I know that she'll be put on the forefront of what she got going on, etc. But at this point, shut up about it. It's my life, mind your business. Like, I feel like she could shut it all down by being like, I ain't fucking none of y'all. Have a good day. But no, she always wants a story. Bring her husband to the table for y'all to make memes about him.
Look, they spoke about that. The lady said, "Why? It seems like you keep embarrassed to the public. It seems like you keep embarrassing Will Smith. You keep embarrassing Will Smith, right?" Guess what she said? She said, "I know it seems like that, but that is Will volunteered to come to the bread table talk." That's what she said. Now, when I seen Will on that mug, it looked like his eyes was red. It looks like he was tired. It looked like a long day or a long week would probably work for him. I don't know why he volunteered to do that, but
right. I mean, I want to be a part of this shit, but here I am supporting my wife. I don't know.
And then she said, up until the slap, since 2016, they haven't even called each other husband and wife. That's what she said.
But Red Table
Talk so she was surprised when it happened. That's what she said. She also said that she didn't even know that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock until somebody else told her.
Because a week after that, she did an interview and said she didn't need him to take up for her. I just can't. She's sickening.
Look, she said when they went to a commercial break and they were doing something, I think it was like with the mics or whatever the case is, Will publicist came up to her and said, Chris Rock has left the building. And he said he won't be pressing charges. And she said, pressing charges? He said, she looked at Will. And she said, when he sat back down, she asked Will, you slapped Chris Rock? You actually slapped Chris Rock? And then he looked at her and said, yeah. And that's when she knew
You have a
that he had slapped Chris Rock.
I don't watch the interview. Man, she's sickening, man. I'm just so over Jada's story. She said during the show, the three comedian hosts was like going back and forth with the audience and stuff like that, right? So she said she noticed that. Cool. So when Will got up, it was kind of off-putting to her, but she kind of thought it was like part of the show. Listen, I'm not believing it at all, but this is what she said in the interview. So she thought they was playing,
And then she said she saw Will hand come back and then went forward, and then Chris moved, but she didn't know that he actually made contact and slept with Chris Rock.
Oh,
Now
baby,
she did think it was odd when he was coming back. And then she said, I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know what. When he went to like yelling and saying, keep my wife's name out your mouth. But I still didn't know what. And then when we went to like a commercial break or whatever, then that's when the publicist came, and then she, and then she asked Will. She said she didn't know that during the moment that he put his hands on that man.
Oh, so the whole world paying attention and she just missed it, huh? See, that's why I be talking about with her. Just own your bullshit. Cause why? Why you gotta lie? First of all, we don't be asking for these interviews. And then you get up here and be lying to us. Ma'am, leave us alone. Keep your family business to yourself.
You know what's crazy? She's the only one that's not. Jada don't talk about their relationship. Jaden. Willow don't talk about their parents' relationship. You never see Will or hear Will disclose any type of information. And whatever Will's been doing outside of a relationship clearly has never hit home for it to make it in the public.
Right.
She's the only one that keep bringing this shit to the table.
Y'all remember years ago, cause aren't they like close friends with Tom Cruise?
I think Will is.
And it was a rumor years ago that they were in an open marriage. This is years ago. We need no confirmation, none of that. Whatever y'all doing in y'all house is y'all business. Do you think? So,
Mike sent the whatchamacallit. Give me 1 second. What Mike at? Can it play it? Is it gonna play? It ain't playing, Mike.
You guys don't understand. It's the 21st century. Jada Pinkett is a woman, therefore everything she does is good. Period.
Mike up there bullshitting. Mike saying some crazy shit.
but he kind of right though. Now everything she do is going to be like, if Jada got caught cheating per se, it would be amplified more because she's a woman. And you know, Will's a token black guy, so it would be excused to a certain extent. But in the same breath, baby, we don't care. We don't care. Leave us alone. At this point, keep us out of it. Whatever you do with your private life and your hot pocket is your business, baby. We only see you on Red Table Talk once a week, and half of those shows we don't even be asking for. So send it back. Return to sender. We don't want it broadcasted. Like, did she write a book because her husband wrote a book? Like, what is your point? And then her book's called Worthy. So I'm like, what are you worthy of? But you know, her Red Table Talk does give kind of lost vibes. So, you know, I'm just, I'm so over it. Now, you shouldn't have been fucking that little boy at your grown age, but you know, give him something he ain't used to, then he won't put you on blast. And now y'all the talk of the street. But supposedly the slap came from Will had already asked Chris to stop making Jada the butt of his joke, supposedly. But you know, like I told my friend earlier, you can't tell somebody when or where to snap. We do get kind of ahead of ourselves in regards to making sure we're appropriate for the white audience. But you know, that's a conversation for another day. I just feel like if it was a repeated situation like we were told.
Ooh, hold on.
What happened?
Stereo acting up.
But if it was a repeated situation like we were told.
Okay, we still here. The thing about the situation is, again, it's if you got any type of name and you go to an event, on Listen, disclaimer, right? For people who don't know. If you walk into the door and sit your ass down at a comedy event, your name is on the table. There's a possibility you go to any comedy show that the comedian can make a joke about you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not ready for that mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever the case is, physically, you shouldn't go. You shouldn't go because in that setting, everything is up to be talked about. They're going to talk about themselves. They're going to talk about their kids. They're going to talk about their wives, their lovers, their parents. You think they won't talk about you? So if you, hey man, I need you to stop talking about who the fuck are you to tell a comedian what he can or cannot talk about? Well, if you didn't want your wife to have the possibility of being brought up, or yourself, then y'all shouldn't have went to the show. Y'all have to go to the show. You say, hey man, Chris Rock probably gonna joke about us because he's the host. You know what? We ain't gonna go because we got that possibility.
Right, if y'all already
if it was
had
somebody
that
else, correct. Now if somebody else is, then we'll go. But if it's Chris Rock and I, whatever the case is, then cool. But everybody knows that's how it's gonna happen. That's how it's gonna go with comedians. Period. I done heard Will Smith talking about people back in his day when he was more of the comic relief in TV shows like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He used to joke on set talking about people a lot. I don't remember nobody coming out saying, man, we used to have to go in there every day, man, tell Will Smith, man, don't talk about me today. Don't joke about me today. But who the fuck are you to tell somebody else who got the same level of known status in Hollywood as you, if not bigger, especially if you count the Rock family, to tell him what he can and cannot talk about? In his setting. It's his setting. That's like him coming to your movie and telling you, hey man, I don't think you should say this line this type of way. Hey man, I think you should stop the improv and just read from the script. You're coming to his setting. He's a comedian and he's the comedian host of this show. You're going to his setting and tell him what he can and cannot talk about. And that don't sound crazy. Nah, you up for grabs. Anywho, then she get to talking about how she used to sell drugs when she was 14, between the ages of 14 and 17. All right, she used to sell crack in the neighborhood about 3 years. She got robbed a couple times. They took everything, including the money, drugs, robbed her. And after a couple times of that, you know what I mean, she kind of knew it wasn't a lane for her. That's what she says. Selling crack.
I feel like we would have had that on a Red Table Talk by now.
Yeah, maybe you missed the episode.
I honestly
if you missed it.
Timing of somebody I know is about to be on there.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'll tell you what that woman talked about on this show. It's on Peacock. She said this. And the whole time when she's saying certain things, they even went to like the neighborhood where she supposedly sold crack by her house in like the alley and shit like that. And I was just looking like I was just like, the way she say things, it make you not even believe it. It make you, if you watch it, when she's talking, you be like, nah, it's even the way you saying it.
Because I'm just trying to figure out, why would that be part of your discussion? Did that make or break you? Did that make you turn your life around? Like, how did this come about? Did she just, because I even sold drugs when I was younger. Like,
she's talking about like her parents and what she learned. What she kind of learned about.
Her mom was
being
a drunk being.
Yeah, her mom was a heroin addict.
Her mama wasn't on no heroin. She was on crack.
She said her mama was on heroin.
Oh my Lord. I wonder what Mama Joyce got to say about this.
Listen, if I'm not mistaken, she said I heard heroin addict, not crack. I heard heroin addict. Who? And she was explaining like some good things that she learned about parenting from her mom, and then some bad things she learned about parenting from a mom and stuff like that, and then being raised in their type of neighborhood. And then all of a sudden they transition, they in the neighborhood. They at the address, her old address where they used to live at. And then she saw in the alley, we grew up in this house, so and so, so and so. Yeah, I was like a drug dealer. I used to deal out this alley right here. And that's what they were talking about. That's how I kind of got to that in the transition. Her selling drugs and surviving in the neighborhood. And then after that,
Jada Pinkett pretty ass selling drugs.
Look, I looked up her stats that she's 4 feet 11 inches.
That's what I'm saying. She pretty as fuck too. She's been pretty. Like she's been a beautiful woman or a beautiful girl back then. At 4'11",
4'11", probably like 115, soaking wet.
I beat her ass on GP.
That's it. But she said they ran in, they put, 2 9mm. That's what she said. She said 9mm. They had 2 9mm pointed in my face. Yeah, I robbed you barehanded. Look at you. What? You put a gun out on you for?
What you gonna do to me?
What? She didn't say nothing about a crew, other people, or none of that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if she had a plug for the crack. She didn't mention none of that.
Drugs out the house. Where did she get them? Who was her dealer?
She didn't say.
Child.
She just said she used to deal. Right? And then getting out of that life, that's when her parents had some type of conversation or something transpired, and then she realized like being in that neighborhood was the best thing. And then she went from there and moved to Hollywood for a better opportunity.
Wait. So, of all the stories we've gotten of her and Tupac, they met in Baltimore, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they met in school when she was aspiring to be an actress.
Mm-hmm.
And she was always teaching him to be better, and she gave him so much life and this, that, and the third. And all the stories she's told us, she was the one. So did Tupac give her the drugs? What? There's a slight disconnect for me. Because in you being this good girl that you portrayed for 50 years, ma'am, when did you have time or room to sell drugs?
She said she went to school in the morning. She has a part-time job. I can't remember the place. After school. And then after work, she sells drugs.
So she needs the drug money and the job.
Listen, I can only tell you what the woman said. I can only tell you what the woman said. She said, yeah, I was a lady of many hats. That's what my grandma taught me to be. To always be like a people person in different settings. So I would get up in the morning and I'd be the school me. And then after school, I'd go to work and I'd be the work me. After work, then, I'd be in the streets and, you know what I mean? That's what the woman said.
Yeah, I'm looking at you because I'm so sad.
This is what the woman said. I want to make sure the people know. I am paraphrasing. I don't remember it verbatim. I watched this shit one time and I was like, I'm done. I'm done. But everything I'm saying, she said.
Everyone should watch it. Because it's giving Delulu.
Everything. And this is why I say, if you listen to it, if you ever, and I haven't, let me make this clear, I'm not a Jada fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a Jada fan.
Because we did a show on Jada Foolishness last year.
I'm not a Jada fan by any means. Of her acting, of her person. I don't know her person, right? Just the person she portrays or gives off in her personal life, like the red table talk and shit like that I don't like, right? So I'm not a fan of her. Who? Set that to the side. I've never fully watched any interview that she's ever done. I've always came across clips or whatever the case on social media or on YouTube. Did you know YouTube is considered a social media platform, not a streaming platform? That's neither here nor there. I just learned it yesterday. I'm like, really? It's a social media platform? Okay.
Yeah, the minute they started learning how to monetize on it, it became social media.
I thought it was like a video streaming platform or videos, yeah, instead of a social media platform. But whatever. So I've always seen pieces, and then in the pieces I'll be like, I need to see a bigger piece because this might be taken out of context. But I've never watched the whole video. And in her adult years, maybe the last decade, when all this other shit has come out, it just made me dislike it. That's on me, right? Still don't like her. I dislike her even more now. I like her even less right now. But it's here or there. But if you listen to any of those or caught any of those, what I'm saying is, if you watch this, she contradicts so much shit from other interviews that it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So all of a sudden, she the drug dealer. And Tupac is almost like the good guy. Now, this whole time she's selling drugs, she don't even mention what Tupac is at. This is after they met already. They supposed to be like best buds, according to her. They like joined at the hip and shit like that. She don't even mention Tupac during this 3-year period she's selling drugs. And then she goes to Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm over her.
All right. So then we get into her Hollywood status. Getting into movies, film, television, series, getting parts, features, stuff like that. She talked about how she landed on a different world and things like that. And then Tupac ended up being in Hollywood as well. And then he was on the set of a different world for that, you know what I mean, that feature and stuff like that. So now we get into her Hollywood status. What do you think? What's Jada's Hollywood / acting status to you, kid? Because to me, I think she's like a D-list actor.
Not a D.
Listen. I was talking to Reese about this, right? I was talking to my cousin about this. And we went briefly through her filmography. I want to say she's only starred, like lead star. Meaning the script is around you. The story is about you and your character. 2 times, possibly, in her career. And maybe 4 times as co-lead in like Set It Off and Girls Trip. In like 4 films, and she's been in Hollywood since 1990.
I was a Jada fan when Jada was on A Different World. I'm a Different World fan. Jada in Girls Trip, for me, is maybe not the attire, but the disapproving and talking down to her friends. The condescending behavior of the character of that movie aligns with who I think Jada is as a person. As far as rating her acting, she in a bind, Nate. I don't know.
Not necessarily rating, but do you think like because she comes off like she's like the shit. Like, okay. But
Will Smith's always carried her. We know who she is, but she's not.
So are her and Will a Hollywood power couple? But this is said in the interview. And I don't understand how her and Will are a Hollywood power couple.
But I think they're a power couple because of Will. But Will has always been the safe black guy. You know what I'm saying? So for them, in those settings where the majority of the people don't look like them, they probably are Hollywood royalty.
There's Instagram models with bigger names than Jada Pinkett.
This is true. But like I'm saying, like, Will sits at
now Will's status.
Table.
Now, I'm not questioning Will's status.
Right.
I'm not questioning Will's status.
That's
I want
Will's wife.
viewers to know.
And he carries her. I've always felt that way. Like, Jada Pinkett existed, but I think if she was not married to Will, she would kind of fade to black. Because what's the last movie? The last movie she did was Girls Trip. And her show, she did that show on TV. It was a good show. It was like The Good Wife or something like that. I never watched the vampire one. But the one where she was like the nurse, it was a really good show. But I don't think I would be don't think she would still be relevant when those shows went away if she was not married to Will.
Correct. And I think the last thing she actually featured in movie-wise was when that last Matrix came out. Was it last year and a half ago, something like that?
And I may be a bad person to judge this, but I've never seen any of the Matrix, just snippets. So
you disrespectful again. I'm going on record. Key is disrespecting again. Now the last one was not good though. That last one was not good.
Now I'm a Keanu fan, but I'm not. Like I would never.
No, you definitely disrespecting then.
I would never run to a movie and be like, "Oh, Jada's in the movie."
I don't think nobody did.
But I'll be
even
like,
her colleagues.
Taraji's in the movie. Oh, I'm going to see that just because Taraji in it.
So even in like Girls Trip, I don't even think she had the biggest name out of the 4 women in Girls Trip.
No,
at the time,
and I don't think did.
Correct, and I don't think she had the biggest name when she co-lead and set it off, because the Queen Latifah name was bigger than hers to me.
But that's the truth, though.
So it's like, so how you coming off like the bees, and your career, like really, it's not a bad. Listen, she way more richer than us. All right,
fact.
She got it on that note. That's not our lane. You know what I mean? But in Hollywood, if you account that her net worth is like 20 to 50 million right now, cool. But she's been in Hollywood for over 30 years. Her first acting, well, not even her first, because they said she was in something as a feature where she was like singing before in like the 80s. But she hit a different world in 90 or 91. From 90 to 2023 is like 33 years. If you look at her, what she's accomplished in this 33 years,
nah,
you can't be talking like you the shit, because Will greatly surpassed you. And I've told people, I said, man, listen, Will could definitely get another Jada, but Jada can't get another Will Smith.
Facts.
There's only one Will Smith to black people. There's only one.
Right.
And he was Will Smith, and he was always that Will Smith until The Rock came. And he's still Will Smith, he just acts less because he is older. Right? He was the biggest person in Hollywood. He was the biggest actor in Hollywood. He was the most paid actor in Hollywood at a point in time. Jada, when he was close. He can get another Jada. It's not that hard to do if you look at her status. There's no disrespect. This is just how big Will is.
Right.
He's Will. You don't think almost any actress, new actress, older actress, middle-aged actress, any of the young Instagram girls, social media girls would not date Will Smith or be entertained by Will Smith? Not even if he's trying to talk to them. If they find Will is on the market, he can walk down any street and I guarantee it's going to be there.
Facts.
If they, not just the sex, they probably want a relationship with this motherfucker. They want to have his kids, all type of shit. He can get multiple Jadas at the same time. Women go for it nowadays. But can Jada get another Will Smith like that?
Well, she said Chris Rock asked her on a date. After the slap.
Listen, y'all. Listen. Notice one thing. In a lot of these things, notice the one thing in common is in Jada's stories, she's the only person from her side that's ever talking about this shit.
Yeah,
how can I really believe that that's true if you're the only person?
Yeah, she said Chris Rock asked her on a date when he heard they were divorcing, and when she told him that was just rumors, he apologized profusely. I'm just over it. And in my mind, I'm like, is she doing these interviews with these clickbait titles or clickbait moments because this book is coming out on the 17th or the 19th, one of those days? But, ma'am, we're over it. Like, I'm in several book clubs. There's always going to be 10 people that read some dumb shit. Somebody was going to read your book, ma'am. You don't have to do all of this. Like,
whenever her name goes down from her side, Tupac or Will Smith's name gets brought up. Even when her views went down on her show, Will Smith's name gets brought up. And nothing is necessarily about what she did, what she didn't do, or what she should have done, or what she should be doing. It's always what Will did, or what Will not doing, or Will not around, or Will busy, or Will doing this. We just did the show last week, the difference between excuses and reasons. Jada gives a lot of excuses, and she don't give enough reasons for the shit that she be doing. And that's fine if you don't want to really give the reasons for the shit that you be doing. But then shut the fuck up and keep it to yourself. Because what's the point in getting on here and seemingly throwing Will Smith under the bus? It seems like every chance you get in front of a fucking mic, you putting dirt on this man's name. That clearly he don't want out there, because Will could talk for himself. He's a grown man.
Correct. Because his book gave us a lot of insight into, details, but you got to get the book to read it. You know what I'm saying? And, 75% of us ain't picking up no books. So, if you wanted to know about their personal life, and he didn't go into detail, he just gave some little snippets of like how things work, what works for them, doesn't work for other people, etc., 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 that type of stuff. Baby, he ain't giving no detailed version of, I've been sleeping with this young bitch, and now she on interviews talking to my white girl. I think they're not, and I think that's the thing. And instead of her, what was the word that we used for so long after August Alsina did his interview that she used? Damn it.
Entanglement?
Yes. You shouldn't have been fucking your son's friend. Let's be clear about that. But
hey,
since you were...
look, she said they separated in 2016. I asked my guy this. She said they separated in 2016, right?
So why they
She mentioned, she said she had made her promise a long time ago. I don't know if she really made a promise or they made a promise to each other. I forget how it was worded. But a promise was made a long time ago that no matter what, or under any circumstance, that they would get a divorce. Whatever it is, they'll be able to work it out or work through it, and that they won't get a divorce. And she said she hasn't been able to break that promise.
Okay, so what was the relevance of you bringing up the separation if y'all gonna work through it and stay married?
I don't think she means work through it as in be together, work through it. I think they'll find a way to keep living just without getting divorced.
But y'all been doing that. Y'all marriage been open. That's what I'm saying. These clickbait interviews she be giving us, it be unnecessary. Like that wasn't. If you're not gonna get it, if y'all been separated since 2016, it's 2023. Baby, keep it to yourself.
But,
we didn't need to know that.
So with that, Red Table Talk started, when I looked it up, said 2018. Right? 2018 is what it says. Now, if anybody ever seen a prior interview, I don't think it's really an interview. It's more like a behind the scenes thing when, I think it was really on Will's page. I think it was on Will's page, his YouTube thing. When he was trying to do his going live shit, right?
Yeah.
And it was a segment of one of these clips that I seen, and they was talking about the house, and he was saying how at a point in time he got the house built from scratch for Jada, and then they had a debate with Jada saying her and Will talked about it before, and she don't think the house was built for her. It was really built for Will and whatever Will endeavors or wanted to do, or whatever the case was, and he just put it off on her like it was. Anywho, it was an interesting conversation. Cool. So, all I'm saying is, in 2016, y'all separated. In 2018, you started your Red Table Talk show. While you filming a show in the house that you don't like and don't have to be in because you no longer live there. So in 2016, y'all separated. She said she had her own place. In 2018, you come up with the show, but you filming the show in Will's house then. But y'all not together. So why the fuck are you filming it in Will's house? Why are you not filming it in your own house? Or renting a studio or renting a space to film your TV show? Why are you filming it in Will's house? And y'all not together. Does that make sense? I thought it was something small, but I'm listening like, okay. What the fuck is going on? What up, B-Scope? Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
She's lying. Horribly.
Listen, I'm telling you what the lady said in the whatchamacallit.
I
Right.
just keep
They had
coming
separated in
back to the point
2016.
of her sharing shit we do not want to know about their lives. Will out here fucking jumping out of planes and shit, minding his business.
That nigga got a midlife crisis like a motherfucker.
Right, because remember he was doing all those bucket list things? Will out here living his best life. Shut up, do your little red table talk interviews, leave your personal life out of it. Like, there's no way if I'm
She said
unhappy.
She said Will knew about August. She said Will knew that she was dating August.
I wouldn't doubt it. He probably had the booty first.
Now, I'm sure Will knew she slept with that little boy. They didn't expect August Alsina to get in an interview and tell a life story.
Y'all don't think Will slept with him first?
No.
Y'all sure?
Will doesn't give gay to me. Will gives whore.
Okay, what is gay to you? What does give gay mean? Like, who gives gay?
Will
Give us a
doesn't-
celebrity.
Will doesn't give I'll sleep with a
opinion.
man. He gives whore. Always did.
Okay, who and what celebrity gives gay that we like? Yeah.
Now I can see Eddie Murphy being gay. Love him to death. I watch everything he's in, but I can see him being gay.
Why Eddie Murphy?
Terrence Howard, because they always give these closet vibes. Like it's not accepted
Eddie Murphy
for
got
him to be
like
gay.
Eddie Murphy got like 20 kids. Eddie Murphy a damn near a pookie.
I live in Atlanta.
Oh God. Now, okay, hey, I can see. you are the authority. I'm not going to even argue with you. Never mind.
So I'm a certified life coach. My very second client, her husband of 16 years, they have 2 kids. He has 2 outside kids. 4 kids. He left her for his boyfriend of 11 years. All I'm saying is it's possible.
So in Atlanta, are y'all doing this shit that Jada doing? Are y'all that disrespectful in y'all marriages?
I'm not married. But my personal life is my personal life.
I was in general, in Atlanta, what are y'all doing? Are y'all this disrespectful?
It's a weird place. I would say that.
Like how? Let's hear it.
I mean, okay, so dating, it's crazy. There's a lot of what's the new thing? There's a lot of polygamy. There's a lot of transgender sex out here.
Transformers. So the Transformers be taking y'all dudes from y'all?
Sir, that is not politically correct. But I don't believe that my ex-boyfriend was sleeping with any, but we're not together, so that's not for me to say. I've only had one boyfriend since I've been here.
And what happened with him? You did the Jada on him?
Nah, we just were.
Did he slap a nigga for you?
Did he do what?
Did he slap a nigga for you?
No, we don't get into those kind of. No.
What I seem to keep getting from these celebrity, divorces and kerfuffles, Jada, Tia Mowry. why is it happening to the black husbands, the black ex-husbands? Why can't we keep control of our ex-wives or wives?
Ooh, keep control.
Yes, control.
That's a.
Oh, that's triggered you?
That's a rough statement. Who else it happened to as well?
Because white Zaddy don't got this problem. Only black men do. Something's wrong.
No, they have those problems, and working in corporate America, you learn that they do, but they got more money to keep their shit quiet.
Yeah, they women ain't out here on motherfucking Red Table Talk talking about I fucked the bisexual guy.
Oh no, they play with them in court.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They get raped in court, but that goes without saying. Most men get raped in court. This is America. My question is, why is it with white celebrities? You don't never hear any of Tom Cruise's ex-wives dissing him. He would be the white Will Smith to white people in movie caliber. You didn't hear Jeff Bezos' basic ass ex-wife disrespecting him. You didn't hear Bill Gates' ex-wife disrespecting him. But when it comes to black men and their ex-wives, we get shitted on.
Oh,
why is that?
I can't answer that.
Oh no, you gotta answer. No, well, this is Ask Kia. I'm asking Kia. Why are we consistently disrespected by our black women when it comes to marriage?
What I can say is some of us, not all of us, some of us take a stance of, if I feel disrespected, the automatic response is to disrespect. Jada's situation is completely different. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her. I already said that. I can't keep standing behind her. You know, I do. At first, I was like, oh, y'all just doing that because, like last year, it was more so, y'all just doing that because Jada's a woman. Because if Will was cheating, nobody would bat an eye. But she just keep putting us in her life. So now I can't stand on that. But what I will say is, I think it's different strokes for different folks. I am definitely a hit below the belt kind of person. So if you fuck with me, you know.
Why do you think if Will was cheating, we wouldn't say anything? I don't think that's true.
Because that's society now. Don't do that. Because when men cheat, most people, even you got some women who co-sign this thought, men aren't meant to be monogamous. But if men aren't meant to be monogamous, where the women who are meant to be monogamous, it's not a great point to make.
The point with that, Miss Kia, when it comes to men and women in monogamy, I am monogamous, so I see you just rolled your eyes. Calm down. Don't pull out the 9 on me. Hold on. There is no mammal on earth that is monogamous. The male is monogamous. No mammal. You guys outnumber. Let's just say, I'm assuming you're black. You look black. You're probably Dominican or something. Okay.
I'm all black.
Okay. When we just consolidated to black people, black men, black women, there are 2 million more of y'all than us. And that's not even including dateable. That don't account for the LGBT, the people in prison, the dudes that's already married. There's 2 million more y'all than us.
Yeah, we do outnumber y'all 10-1.
Yeah, so to say, oh, monogamy or this, I love this goofy ass saying that women do. There's somebody for everybody. Yeah, if we practice polygamy, sure. But no, that's not true if you want to have a monogamous society. No, that's not true at all. Unless y'all want to bump coochies. But you is in Atlanta, so hey, sexuality expected.
No, so I'm not a fan, but to each your own, do your thing. I just feel like everybody should be allowed to do their own thing. I just think we don't have to be in the middle of it. Like, I just feel like Jada should keep us out their fucking life, and we'll be fine. But as far as men divorce and as far as black men being put on blast, there's so many conversations around black men protecting us, black men not dating us correctly, black men leaving us
Mhm.
for white women. It's too many conversations, and everybody's gonna have a different point of view. For every bad man that I know 5 good men. So I can't say that I stand in solidarity. I'm gonna always fight for my girls because I am a girl's girl. But
Okay.
I just can't say that I can always, it doesn't always fit. It's not always one answer in regards to why people respond in the ways that they do. Like Styles just informed me, Jada said she used to sell drugs. Bitch, when and where?
Right, that's a lie. This bitch, all shit, you got me calling her bitches. I don't even like that word. This motherfucker's been lying for you. Go ahead, Kia, go ahead. I'm done.
I just think about that. She's 4'11", and Jada is a beautiful woman. Don't get me wrong. She's always been a pretty girl from when we were watching her as young Jada. So, at 4'11", you were selling drugs, ma'am. You was getting robbed the first day. Stop playing.
Really?
But I can't. Her storyline is too over the place for me. Like, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Like Styles said, she said that Tupac is her soulmate, but they didn't have no chemistry. She's too much. I just
And back
I want to say
when Pac was alive. When Pac was alive, she was shaped like a little boy. Pac wasn't going for her. She was the home girl. She got friend zoned by Pac.
You think so? I don't know.
I think
We'll never know that story. We definitely can't leave it to Jada to tell us the truth. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Look, the worst thing you can be in a romantic battlefield is in the friend zone, and women hate the fucking friend zone. Yeah, as much as dudes hate it, a dude will stick in the friend zone. A nigga will stick on the sidelines for years waiting on that coochie. Years. I've seen it. Years. Women, you friends on a woman, she want to slash your fucking tires. She gonna bust your head. She gonna beat up your next girlfriend, next 2 of them.
Reese, I
Nah,
think
she got friends on. That's why she's talking about a nigga 30 years later who's been dead. Come on, man. You ain't get no dick from him.
Caliber of women, because who's slashing your tires?
No one slashed my tires because I'll shoot a bitch.
Oh my god.
Hey, hold on. I need to ask y'all, what can I say on y'all platform? Yeah, what is allowed?
Hey, I don't mind. Your mouth is
Because
your mouth.
I don't play that shit. I don't play disrespect. And you brought up 3 points as LA was away that I think are bullshit. But it's a popular YouTube talking point. The female fuckery. Black men don't protect us. Black man ain't dating. Black man ain't marrying. Bullshit.
But
I spent
for every bad man I know 5 good men. So I think you as a woman can bring out whatever part of a man you need to, but you have to be that woman. And if it ain't you, it ain't you. Just move on.
How many times have we heard this? I'll be feminine for the right man. Since when does femininity become conditional? What if I told you, Kia, I'll be a man for the right woman? Hey, if you be a woman, I'll be a man to provide and protect for you. If you the right woman. No, that is bullshit.
No. When I think in the sense of being a man, like everybody has their version of what a man is. But if y'all let's just say y'all just sleep together. Mm-hmm. No, you're not courting her. No, you're not going on no special date. No, you're not worrying about. The most you care about, did you make it home safely? Okay, cool.
That's covered under my protection. If I'm dicking you down, you are under my blanket of protection. I ain't no scrub ass nigga. I ain't just gonna let motherfuckers do nothing to you. But guess what? You're under my protection.
We're now in a world of highlight reels and instant gratification, where women see this man who been married for 15 years. His wife done been with him blood, sweat, and tears. he took her to Aruba for their anniversary, and she want that on the third date. Baby, what have you done?
She did what? She wanted what on the third date?
That's what I'm saying. That's the world that we're in right now. Where, like, for instance, a couple of days ago, did y'all see the woman who wouldn't get out the car because the dude took her to the Cheesecake Factory?
Oh yeah, she's fucking disgusting. And she basic. The best thing about you is the bra you was wearing. You are basic. He was doing too much to take you to the Cheesecake Factory. Bitch, I would have took you to Carl Jr.'s, Hardee's, or motherfucking Taco Bell.
But
You maybe would have got a motherfucking deluxe Cravens box if I was feeling nice.
they went back and watched. They played the whole video. She was an hour late. He had the date at a very nice restaurant, but they missed their reservation because she was an hour late. And then at the end, he took her home. They didn't go inside. He took her home because he said, I don't have many expectations or rules against disrespect, but you broke all of them tonight. So
You know what's my problem with that wide head hoe? Motherfuckers from different races are going to see this goofy ass tramp and think majority of American black women act like that. That's my problem with Cardi B, who ain't black. I don't know why y'all keep saying she is. That's my problem. Megan Thee Stallion, Lizzo, punk ass.
oh god,
Everybody see these horrible examples of American black women and say, "Oh, I'm so mad like that." No, that's them funky coochie bitches.
No,
Absolutely not.
because they still see Angela Bassett.
No, they don't. They see Angela Bassett once every 3 years, and they killed her off last year. What the fuck is going on? She was too good. Marvel said, "Oh no, black woman that's in shape, black woman that ain't got an issue." You see her girls? Oh no, let's kill that bitch. No, immediately. Megan, she a fucking rat hoe. Keep in mind, I like hoes. Don't get me wrong. I like hoes, but she should not be a representation of American black women. Megan Thee Stallion is trash.
Oh my god.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. 1 second.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Go ahead, get him right, kid.
Come on. What we will not do is Megan slander on the show.
Ooh.
Period. Now,
Boogie.
Cardi B, this is my boo, but no, she's not black. I never thought she was black. And I think but I think also, Megan young as fuck. Like,
So what does that mean?
I'm 37, right? So what I'm saying is, going into looking at these kids now, when we was 21, 22, 25 even, fucking acting like assholes. Nobody was recording us.
I didn't act like that at 21 and 25. I worked for the county government.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I couldn't act like that.
But at the same time, when you was 21, 22, 23, you didn't have some millions of dollars in the bank that might cause you to act a little bit different. That's what she's saying. I think.
Look, man, ignorance is no excuse. I'm not about to blame having supposed millions of dollars on ignorance. Like, no, bro,
But
no.
why is she ignorant though? Because she's twerking.
All she do is fuck, twerk, and lie.
What's she lying
That's all
about?
she do. What don't she lie about? She didn't fuck Tory.
She never said she didn't sleep with Tory.
Yes, she did. She said it to Gayle King on national television.
On her little show, she said they were intimate.
She said she never was intimate with this man.
Oh, well.
So-
I'm just saying.
And first off, and how tall is Megan Thee Stallion? Like 6'3"? If he did shoot her, I would have shot that big bitch too. Like, I ain't about to fight you.
Oh my god, you're so rude.
Like, come on, man. And then the doctor's report, there's no gunpowder on your foot, no bullet residues, glass. What are we talking about? This bitch twerk, lie, and fuck. That's all she does.
Hey, Reese, Jada told Kia that she used to sell crack between the ages of 14 to 17 in the hood.
Yeah, Kia said that. Kia broke it down. Bitch, you 4'11". I would have pushed you down and took your whole stash.
She said dude busted in the spot with 2 9mm. You know what I mean? Like a little crew of them. Stuck her up, took the money, took the drugs, and you know what I mean?
And they ain't take the pussy. Well, she looked like a little boy back then anyway, so.
Well, yeah, that was when he said Tupac didn't want her because she had looked like a boy.
Tupac put this bitch in the friend zone, bro. She still. That's the only way a female, I don't give a fuck, black, white, yellow, or other, would talk about you 30 years later. You put her in the motherfucking friend zone, or you nutted on her weave and left.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Her weave. That's reckless. But never mind.
I've done it many a times. On accident, though. I didn't do it on purpose. I ain't do it on purpose.
How do you do that
I'm not a monster.
Many times?
I've done it. Hey, you know when you be into it, you do the Mandingo pounding, you do the pull out, and shit just don't aim the way. I'm getting old, man. You can't aim like you used to. It just go everywhere. Like I did a scary movie last week. It just went everywhere.
Sounds
it
like
went on her ass, back, hair, wall.
Condoms.
Everything.
Condoms are for everyone. Don't let her tell you she's allergic to latex. They make them.
No. We don't fall for them games.
She said she on birth control.
Even with the condom, I'm taking it off. I'm doing my finishing move. That's what Tupac probably did to Jada. Did the finishing move on that bald ass head.
Yeah,
Jada said the only thing. She said the only thing they ever did was she had Pac kiss her one day, and they both didn't like it, and then they kind of realized, you know what I mean, that they'd just stay friends. That's what she said in the interview.
I'm sick of her.
She didn't say they had sex, but in a prior interview a while ago, she did say they were soulmates. So I don't know, man.
We got a homegirl that say that soulmate shit. That shit is weird.
Soulmate.
If you married to me and you say another nigga your soulmate, okay, you gonna be meeting his soul sooner than later.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is Will Smith?
Not worried about Jada and her antics. That's why we sick of her. We'll be over here minding his business, jumping out planes, visiting fucking glass towers.
He jumping out planes to try to get away from this bitch.
He gonna be trying to commit suicide by cop on this next episode.
I'm sick of her. And that's why I was telling Styles, I think all these fucking talking points is clickbait because her book come out next week. But baby, you have
But how much clickbait do you need though?
Right, you have fans.
You've been using these same clickbait titles for 20 years. When the fuck you gonna act, bitch? You're an actress, man. You supposed to be somewhere acting. She claims she got her and Will has a production company. Why the fuck you ain't ever in none? Well, at least it seemed to be. We could be wrong.
No,
we don't watch your ass like that.
She does have a lot of writing credits.
Her lying ass can write fiction. She probably wrote for fucking Bridgerton or something with that hack Shonda Rhimes. But that's another story. I digress.
But listen, why would I? If I'm Jada, why would I write something to get a couple $100,000 writing credit, $1 million writing credit, when my husband is over here making $20 million a fucking thing? I mean, and I know I can leave. I know I should be able to go get 5 or 10 million.
She might want to make her own money.
And again, I'm with that though. But why write something? It take you longer to write something than to act something. Why would you write something for a few $100,000 when you can go act something for $5 million?
What now? Who and what is paying Jada $5 million? Stop that.
No, but she said her and Will own their own production company though. That's what I'm saying. They own their own production company.
But that's their money. Nobody's gonna pay. I wouldn't pay Jada Pinkett $5 million to star in no movie of mine.
Well, but we talking about right now. Right now, she can't because she let her name get in the dirt with not acting for so fucking long. But if you and your husband making all these moves and y'all got a production company, what the fuck have you been doing this entire time? Your son to have more leading roles than you by your own production company, and Jaden's net worth is higher than hers by the same production company that you co-own. And you couldn't pay yourself? Willow net worth is higher than Jada's in music. And she got hers from music. She has the lowest out of the four of them. she has the least amount of money out of 4 of them in their household, and the kids, and she had a head start.
But she's lost as fuck.
How so?
How so?
How is she lost in Megan Thee Stallion and the rest of these hoes ain't? At least she married.
What? And instead of her sitting down to be a doting housewife, she out here talking about Tupac, who's been dead since I was 10. It's too much.
And she humping on people like August Alsina, who she said has mental issues. Now, let's not forget, she took advantage of a nigga that has mental health issues. Right. And she admitted that he has mental health issues.
Because didn't he say he came to them sick or some shit like that?
Are we gonna leave out the part that she turned him gay? Like,
how she turned him gay?
He was a whole fun boy after that relationship, kissing dudes on camera and everything. So if you that trash where you turn okay.
August Alsina's been weird since he came out.
I don't know who he is. I just seen him taking pictures with her.
I love little
and
August.
I seen him kissing on dudes. So I assume her whack ass vagina, that whack ass pussy turned him gay.
Now that lady vagina wet.
Her shit is dry as sexy red. That's why she can't keep a man.
Hey, Will don't want it.
He want hers and others.
According to the rumors, he want others and men over hers.
According to the rumors, she turning niggas gay everywhere.
I said I believe it. If I'm Will, I'm definitely in Hollywood knee deep in some everything. I'm smashing Angelina Jolie. I'm smashing Jennifer Aniston.
Angelina Jolie look like a fucking heroin addict though, bro. Do you really want her stuff in case in the 90s? In the 90s, I ain't talking about necessarily now though. Because they all like in their 50s. Like Will is in that range too. He's in his 50s now. You know what I mean?
56.
So, and Jada like 46 52. Or whatever the case is.
She 52.
Is she 52 now or 52?
That's why she should cut the shit.
Their group is all in the older group.
They too old for that.
And how old is August Alsina?
20 something.
I think he's 30 or something like that. I don't know how old August is.
So, somebody look that up real quick.
I'm about to. Hey Siri, how old is August Alsina?
August Alsina is 31 years old.
Oh, when they sleep together, he went under 30. Lord help the lady.
All right, now check this out, Reese. I got one for you, Reese. Now, if that was somebody on the phone call before said if that was pretty much changed the roles. If that was a dude who was 52 and the girl was 31, that dude took advantage of that woman. So
please tell us how that is.
Oh hell!
Now, somebody on the phone call said that.
Like, I know they're old enough, the age of consent old enough, but it's given pedophile. I gotta feel like Bitch, first of all, for most women, and I'm not an older woman yet, so for most women, we don't date men on age with us. I've dated one man that was in the same age bracket as me. I've never dated anybody less than 5 years younger or within 5 years of me. So at 37, they older than me.
So Kia, let me ask you something.
She is raping that child.
Yeah, you the first black woman to say that. Because for some reason, black women can do all type of shit to 21-year-olds and nothing happens. Erykah Badu, old decrepit ass, is fucking on a 26-year-old. And she like 100.
That cougar
Nobody said nothing.
Is not it. Because you can't brandish the argument that men mature 5 years later than we do, and then tell me at 40 something years, oh, you interested in this kid who's under 30.
I think there's a caveat to that bullshit too. Women mature faster than men. There's a caveat to that. I think y'all stop maturing as soon as y'all have sex.
Oh shit.
Mentally.
Woo. Oh, he did say that before, kid. You want him to break that down?
Please.
I ain't said I believe it, but he did say that before. I heard him say that.
I need an explanation for that.
Mentally, think about every female you know or came across. I'm gonna give you one that I've came across last year. She had a baby at 14. This girl at this point is 38, is she, Leonard? 38, 39?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. I asked this girl, I say girl, I can't even call her a woman. We were sitting on my couch. I told them she looked and shaped just like Megan Thee Stallion. I call her Section 8 Megan Thee Stallion. So I asked her, why would a man want to be in a relationship or marry you? You know what this woman said to me? You know what this girl said to me? This 38-year-old grandma said to me? I got body, yaddy, 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 period. Throw the whole woman away.
Okay.
That was a real answer.
Okay.
This girl she never got out of age 14. She's still 14 mentally.
See how I'm telling you I'm a girl's girl, but there's always an exception. Because, bitch, what? Listen. You know what? My homeboy asked me earlier, how does a woman know that her pussy's good? Right?
Please tell us. Let me put it on my phone. Let me take off my glasses so I can hear you, kid.
So
let me take off my glasses.
Like, I don't have an answer to that. And he was like, what do you mean? I said, because it's different strokes for different folks. I said, all the fuck she can do is nurse that shit, make sure she take care of it. But when you meet a man, we both live here. So if you meet a man in Atlanta who's never been outside of Atlanta, and let's just say she from where I'm from, South Carolina, where the water different, he may meet her and be like, oh, that's the best pussy I ever had. But then you get this well-rounded man who's been across the nation and had pussy around the globe. That means it might be the best pussy he's had. So all I can say is, I don't know. All she can do is take care of it and hope she's giving him her best and he's accepting of it.
We were told, you know, you got good pussy or good dick is when the mate stalks you.
We've all had unfavorable people in our lives. And I don't think it got nothing to do with, people are just nuts. I don't think it has anything to do with your sex.
I said the same thing. I said, I gave my stalker straight 2 pump chump. This bitch still was showing up. I was like, what the fuck? No foreplay, nothing. She didn't even get a hot pocket. I ain't get her no wet towel. She just got a motherfucking wet wipe. Get the fuck out of my house. Still talking.
Not okay.
I know my dick wasn't good to her. I know it wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, some women can, and you got a lot of, like, I got a homeboy. My best friend is a man. I won't call him my homeboy. My best friend. He has traveled the 7 seas. Right?
Passport bros, we up!
And he got this one girl who has loved him since high school. And he called her mediocre, right? But
why is he mediocre?
But any other guy that's dated her that we know from home is like, she does that in the third. Like, she's top notch. So that's what I'm saying. It's different strokes for different folks. I have 2 brothers.
But Kia, do we realize that niggas be lying?
Right. Because, and then you also have to get in the conversation of the minute the minute some men and women break up, your dick is trash, your pussy trash. You've been fucking on that shit for 6, 7, 8 years. Shut up. We don't want to hear that. Because I know you've been giving head the mediocre dick for 7 years. You was putting your face. You was putting your face in snake twat for 7 years. Stop playing with me.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Can I say something on behalf of the Black Men Association, Kia?
What? What is the Black Men Association?
Niggas will fuck anything, and niggas will stick around with trash pussy just for the convenience. I've had conversations with these men. Niggas don't give a fuck. You see these baby mamas out here? They stuck their whole raw dick in it. You think they give a fuck about sticking their face in it?
That is nasty.
It is nasty. We live in a nasty ass time. Motherfuckers eating booty, sucking toes, selling feet pictures. It's nasty out here. I see you your facial expression changed. You niggas eating booty? Yeah.
No. I don't.
Hey, women eating booty now. Shout out to Sukiana. Shout out to Sexy Red.
But I don't date men who are fans of ass play either. You know, those are. I think certain questions need to be asked out front. Be like, you know, tell me what you expect from me. You know, because I may not be the one for you. Like, for real. Like for example, I was talking to a guy. He has a foot fetish, right? And I'm like, okay, maybe. And then, you know, as you go on, it gets weirder. I'm like, oh no, let's cut this short. Everything's different, but I don't, you know, I like the men who are not a fan of ass play, and then we don't even have to have those conversations. Period.
What you mean ass play? Anal?
No, he don't want me to stick nothing in him. My tongue, no toys, no tools, nothing. You know, wash that shit in the shower.
Well, what about him doing backyard shenanigans to you?
No.
Have you ever done it before?
Not a podcast conversation.
Hey, look, this is LA. This is my problem. This is my problem. Kia is the life coach here. She the certified professional. I'm just here on your show, Kia. I don't want no trouble. But I'm gonna tell you what's my problem with lovely young ladies such as yourself. She did anal and all this other nasty shit with a whole ass nigga. But if a real person, real man said, look, man, baby, I've been fucking on your coochie. We've been married for 10 years. Can I get some backyard shenanigans? Can I play with your booty one time? For the one time for my birthday? Nah, we can't do that.
No, because if that's your husband, the things y'all do in y'all bedroom, I think at a certain point, y'all need to have discussion in regards to how far you're willing to go. I'm not willing to play with your butt.
I hope not. I would hate to have to shoot at you.
But, you know, I'm not saying I'm not. I've done it before. Because I can't have the conversation without saying yay or nay. I've done it before. So for my husband, I'm not against it. But the man that I did it with, I was engaged to be married to. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you can't. For me, I don't think you take all these extremes with every nigga you sleeping with.
Agreed.
So, can it happen with me and my husband? Shit, we can do whatever he want to do except play with his butt. But
why you keep going back to that?
and I may be wrong, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be somebody that disagrees. But if you will let me play with your butt, you will let somebody else play with your butt. That hard body ain't it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I can't date a man who's bisexual. I can't date a man who's experimented with another man. None of those things. That's not for me. But we're in a society now where the minute you disagree with something, then all of a sudden you're canceled. Good thing about me is I'm not fucking the world. I only want to sleep with who I want to sleep with. Period. And we happen to like what each other likes, so we good to go. Like, I can't be, you know, I don't want to, like, for instance, TikTok has opened you up to the world of transgender men. I personally, in all my years... What is a
transgender man?
A woman to man. a born woman who took some hormones, and now it's a man.
I think I've only seen that twice in my entire life.
And I've never seen it until TikTok. And they be bulky like men, muscled, and I'm like, this is so weird. But if I go out on the wrong platform and say, oh, I would never date him, her, then all of a sudden, oh my God, the world, I'm against transgender people and da-da-da-da. I don't give a fuck. Were you biologically born deemed a man? You weren't. Whatever I have a whole sex toy store. I don't want the plastic. I can get it with someone might need it. Like, keep it to yourself. Because for a transgender, and I'm still more understanding of a transgender woman because they can create a hot pocket. You can't create no dick. So I don't know. To each his own. But that's not for me. But
you castle like a motherfucker. You know that, right?
I cannot. Whatever floats your boat, what makes you happy, whoever you're loving on, do your thing. But it's not for me. I don't know. We done gone all off topic with society. Back to Jada and her foolishness.
Oh no, we was gonna bring it back together. We gonna bring the franchise around. Hold on, we gonna bring it because I need to ask you, Kia, why isn't Will Smith talking? 1, 2, why hasn't he divorced this raggedy bitch? And I think it's because she be playing with his booty.
In Will's book, he told us that Jada promised him that they would never get divorced. He never wants to be divorced again. So Will doesn't want to be divorced. And Jada never wanted to be married. That was their compromise. In Will's book. But not many of us have read Will's book. So I don't think they're ever going to get divorced. I think that's how the open marriage came about in the first place. I still am not believing that Will is both ways, but we all are entitled to our own opinion. But I don't think they're ever going to get divorced. I think she's going to keep embarrassing him and keep involving us in her family chat. But I don't think they're going to get a divorce. And Will's not going to say anything because until the slap, shit, we didn't even think he cared about her. And we going to be 100 about it. Like, that's his wife. They got 2 kids. That's it. That's all.
Weird ass shit. It's been little stories over the years that dude's been like that for her for years. He's been crashing out and simping. We just now hearing this shit. Tommy Davidson tells a story where he ran up on him on set. Tommy Davidson was like, "What the fuck did I do? What's going on?" Did he find out years later? It's because he made jokes about Jada on the set of Woo.
Oh,
I was like, bro, what?
Well, Styles, that's another movie. I forgot about that one.
I named it. That's the only one. This one of the 2 I give her credit for as a leading. Woo and Poetic Justice. Oh, is it Poetic Justice? Jason's Lyric. I mean, my bad.
That's Janet Jackson.
Jason's Lyric.
Oh yeah. That's
with the light skinned guy. I'll give her the co-lead with the light skinned guy.
With Pain. But I don't think.
But Woo was trash.
Bring Will to another red table talk.
Let's be clear. Woo was garbage.
Very much so.
Very much so.
That fucking Saran wrap.
This is why you can't be a lead, man. You know how much money they expect to make off movies nowadays? We were just talking about a while ago. Like, if you make a superhero movie, if you're not bringing in like hundreds of millions of dollars, they consider that a flop. What the fuck do y'all think a leading role now with Jada Pinkett would bring in?
Like I told you before, I wouldn't pay her ass $5 million, but to each his own.
I think.
How much would you pay her for a leading role?
I mean,
if it's in your budget,
per years in the budget. If we account for her tenure, we'll treat her like a job. If we account for her tenure, I'd give her half.
Half what? Half a mil?
Yeah.
Nah, I give her 50,000.
Tenure would give her a half a ticket. Her acting would only get her 100.
Tenure doing what? Being a side bitch in the movies? Like, no, absolutely not. I got 50K for you.
Her tenure in the industry.
Nigga, shit. Most of her movies was. Oh, no, kid. Nah, bro.
I said her
Nah, bro.
in the industry. We all work in corporate America. Y'all know it. It's some nigga on the board who been there 50 years that don't do no fucking work. But he got all the money.
I get that.
That's what I'm saying. Her
But
tenure.
this motherfucker, all her movies was in 5 years in the 90s, and they all was trash.
Her tenure got her 400K. I'm only giving her 100 on her acting.
No, we gotta go.
Go lesbian
now we gotta go and
He read mad now.
nah, man, bro. We gotta go. We gotta look up her
She can't get to
filmography now.
500. She can't get to 500,000.
Hell no. We gotta look
It's
up
not
her
even a million.
filmography now. I didn't
You
even
want
want
to
to
give
do
her
this.
500,000?
We gotta look up her filmography. No, bro.
I think it depends on the movie that you get. Like, if you gonna do like something like Friday and pay her 500,000, you might be able to make $10 million off that movie. So then you did do a come up. But if it's like a $200 million movie or like a $50 million movie, I wouldn't pay Jada. I wouldn't even want. Not that I wouldn't pay her. I wouldn't want her to be in it for one. So I feel like it's gonna hurt my ticket sales.
Hey, so kid,
Like, she got
can
too
we?
much negativity. But
1, 2.
that's on me. And weird like that though.
Oh, she wasn't a Nutty Professor in it.
She got 30 movies that I count. Can we go through them real quick?
Sure.
Do we got time? If we don't, I won't. We're gonna start from the first one. Y'all tell me, was she visible or leading in that? First one, 1993, Menace to Society.
1993.
1993,
So
Menace to-
this just the movies, not the television stuff.
No, just the movie.
Okay.
1993, Menace to Society. Was she visible? Do y'all even remember? I don't even remember her being in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me tell you,
She played the girlfriend of the dude that was in jail, and he wanted to like kind of stay legit and not be in jail, and then he kind of started liking her girl. She was the kid's mama off the big wheel at the end.
Yeah.
So she was there.
So you tell me, hold on. This bitch had 2 sentences worth of lines. Okay, all right. Got it.
Only based on the strip that I did like the movie, but I do feel like her character anybody could have played.
1994, The Inkwell.
I didn't like it.
I don't remember
it was
Jada
decent.
Inkwell.
I don't remember her, but I do remember the movie.
Lorenz Tate is in there.
I know Lorenz Tate in there. Like, I know the movie, but where's Jada?
She was a love interest. She was a slut. A good co-star. I don't remember this bitch. Let's move.
We gotta
on.
remember that in a lot of these films, I would even argue that she's a co-star. I think she's more like a role character than anything.
Okay, cool. 1994, Jason's Lyric.
I do remember Jada and
I like
Jason's
Jason's
lyrics,
lyrics.
so she get her lead there.
Okay, 1994, Low Down Dirty Shame.
I
She was not
remember
the lead.
Jada and Low Down Dirty Shame. Okay.
She was assistant, but there was a Wayne's
But-
movie.
We remember Peaches, but it was clearly Keenan. 1995, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night.
Don't remember her in that at all.
You know she was starring in that? So that's
No.
3. She starred in that.
You're lying.
She started in that. Only thing I remember about that, she had some big ass white panties on at the end. So she ain't got no ass.
What, was she the Crypt Keeper?
No.
Did she look? Because I don't remember seeing her. Did she have
No.
makeup somewhere?
She was the protagonist fighting the vampires. She was the main
See,
character. I forgot about that.
This is what I gotta remember. I gotta start in her earlier career. Instead of picturing a girl, I should picture a little boy.
Yeah.
And then maybe I will see her more.
Yeah. She was a little boy in some panties.
I keep picturing a woman in these roles, and I forget that she was flat chested as a motherfucker back then and whatnot.
Y'all are crazy.
1996. 1996, The Nutty Professor.
I remember her in there.
Of course, I remember,
Yeah,
I
but
don't give her
it
no
was
lead in
minor.
that though.
Nobody gave a fuck. That's why they replaced her with Janet Jackson, who looks infinitely better.
I don't give her no lead in that. That was Eddie Murphy's movie. He was not a lead or co-lead in that. In my personal opinion.
1996, If These Walls Could Talk, with Cher, Demi Moore, and Susan Sarandon.
Don't know.
And
All
she
three of
ain't
their names bigger than hers. All three of their names outweigh hers. So you keep going.
1996 set it off.
We remember.
I give her the co-lead in that, but it's a co-lead. It's not a lead.
Okay.
I'm in the bind, Nate.
1997, Princess Mononoke. I keep falling asleep on this movie, so I never seen it.
Never watched it.
What was it?
Okay. Princess Mononoke is an anime. Very popular. I never watched it. Never not the way through. I keep falling asleep on it. Okay, moving on, because none of us know what the fuck that is. 1997, Scream 2. This bitch had 10 minutes of screen time and she died.
Right, like she should have.
1998, Woo. That was Tommy Davis' movie.
Now look, let's be all the way right. If that was Will Smith in Jada Pinkett's role, he wouldn't have died. Do we agree?
In Scream?
In Scream 2, Will wouldn't have died.
No.
Let alone that soon. He at least made it to the end. Worst case scenario. Hell, that made LL Cool J look good in the Halloween movie. He made it longer than she made it in Scream 2. And this nigga won't even making music no more, damn near.
Well, I'm definitely a bad.
Hey, and LL Cool J has more leading roles than Jada Pinkett Smith.
Y'all is
This is true.
That's fucked up.
We probably got more awards and everything, but we keep going.
All right. 1998, Return to Paradise.
I don't know what that is, and I ain't never see it.
Never
seen it. Is that straight to DVD? Does that go to theaters?
2000, Bamboozle. I love that movie, but she was not a main character. At all. At all. I don't even know why they even count this shit. 2001, Kingdom Come.
I do know that one.
Is that the
I did it to that chick.
LL Cool J was the lead.
Okay. I'm trying to place it.
2001, Ali. Her only movie with Will Smith.
She was in Ali.
And she was the wife. Like she was Ali's wife for literally 3 minutes. Y'all don't get that?
Nope.
Damn. Hey, yeah, your girl is losing right now. She's taking them L's right now. I know you're the woman's woman, but goddamn, your girl losing. Your client is losing right now. 2003, we got Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolution.
I do know she was in Matrix.
We know that those not her movies, but
Aaliyah was originally slated for that role, and she tragically passed 2 years prior. Was it? While they were filming.
Well, Aaliyah's a bad, horrible actress, so
she's a good mattress actress.
But we also got to remember, we're talking about people who names hold weight. Aaliyah's name at that point in time, just in music alone, with transitioning to acting. Because remember, this is during her and DMX transitioning to more acting roles. Her name held more weight than Jada's. Her fan base was way bigger than Jada's.
You're right.
2004, Collateral. Jamie Foxx, Tom Cruise.
I ain't see her in that.
It's on Netflix right now if y'all want to watch it. 2005.
But if you go to watch it for the two. You know what I mean? Don't watch it for Jada.
2000.
Like a pedestrian on the street or some shit. She like an extra, man. She like the biggest name extra in the industry. She like an extra that. Like, she right there to making it, but she just never did. She like the most famous extra in the industry.
Yeah, you got that pulled up?
I would give her the half her ticket. I ain't giving her
too much,
but I would give her half a ticket.
Yeah, can one of y'all take over real quick? I gotta go grab something.
Yeah. 2005.
We got Madagascar. So I'm gonna mute up real quick. I'm gonna go grab something.
Whose voice was she?
Hold on, let me go.
The hippo.
Oh yeah, she was the hippo.
I don't remember that. Reign Over Me in 2007 with Don Cheadle.
Don't remember that.
I do remember 2008 in The Women. because you know I love a good rom-com. Definitely a chick flick kind of girl. Because she was the gay friend in that movie. It was like like 5 women, and she was the gay friend. The Human Contract. Jada name don't even be on these things. Okay, Reese might have made his point. I still gonna give her half a ticket for tenure, but Reese definitely made his point. 2008, 2009, Madagascar, and Madagascar Christmas. 2012, Madagascar 3. 2015, Magic Mike. Part of Magic Mike she been in.
Don't remember that? I remember the movie. Kind of, sort of.
Bad Moms in 2016. I remember her in that. Do remember her in that. 2017, Girls Trip. I remember her in that. 2019, Angel Has Fallen with Morgan Freeman. I don't remember her in that because I've never seen that. And in 21, she did The Matrix Resurrection. Like I say, her credits, her name credits. Name credits. I ain't gonna say acting. But her name credits, I give her She's definitely not $1 million actress, but neither here nor there.
And she think that she can get away trying to put dirt on other people's name. And this is your legacy that people just read off. This is her legacy. Nobody want to know who was Jada Pinkett. Let me go back and look. And they gonna look through a whole lot of shit that they either ain't never saw or didn't even know she was in.
Really, I ain't know she been in there. You gotta go rewatch the movie.
This is what her acting skill set has taken her. Man, ain't no respect there, man. This shit ridiculous.
Yeah, because Will's definitely a variety actor.
And again, it's only like that because she keep talking crazy for whatever reason.
Yeah, who's just gonna outshine her work? Because I didn't even know she'd been in King Richard. Because that been a movie about Serena them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't even know she'd been in that.
And she wouldn't have been in it if it wasn't for Will Smith.
Pretty much. But like I said, I only think Jada's been relevant this long because she's Will's wife, not because we want to fucking know who Jada Pinkett-Smith is. Like, I definitely would pick, like, for instance,
so this is why I don't believe that she say I'm not leaving based on this promise that I made. You will never find another Will Smith. No, it's who's gonna be Jada. If Jada Pinkett loses to Smith, Jada Pinkett, and she just goes back to being Jada Pinkett at the age of 52, what do you think the future is for Jada Pinkett?
Will Smith,
without Will Smith,
we gonna find her on one of these reality shows.
And she's still gonna be talking about Will Smith.
The ex-wives of Hollywood.
You know what I mean? Like she's not gonna get that luxury that she's been.
She'd be like Eddie Murphy's wife.
To. Or in the groups of, or in the talks around. You know what I mean? Or like I said, a lot of these award shows, she's not there on her own merit.
Right.
Will's there. She admitted on the show. Will called me when he got nominated for the Oscar. Was it the Oscar? For King Richard. He called me and asked me to. Oscars didn't even call you. They didn't even send you an invitation. Will had to call you and ask you to come with him. Because he was winning an award. That's not a testament to how low your status is. That's just a lot of doors that you go through. You're not going through because you're Jada Pinkett. You're going through because Will Smith is attached or Will Smith is there. And he's saying, oh yeah, she's with me. You're a +1. You're a guaranteed +1 at all the events. Without it being Will Smith, you wouldn't be in none of these doors. At least nowadays. Now you could have been, because I think she was almost like set up and on par to be like up there with like a Halle Berry. If you think about the time frame on which she came in, and then women that was up to thinner stature, shorter, shortcuts. You know, see what I'm saying? She should have been there with Halle Berry, but her acting skills ain't as solid as Holly's. She got there on her own merit. You can just ride somebody's coattails. And that ain't no knock. But if that's your role, I got no problem with that. Why are you talking crazy about the person that's carrying you, though? Don't make sense.
All right, LA.
Yeah.
Can we be honest about my baby Holly, though? Her best roles is when she losing her son in custody battles and shit.
Oh.
Holly's best roles is just when she's serious.
And it's always when the people about to take her son. See, she give Oscar worthy deadbeat baby mama vibes in performance.
Oh my
She's
God.
still my baby. No, I think she should always. I ain't gonna say always. So I want to box by the end. And I know that people be trying to get their money up, so you kind of gotta take various roles so you can reach different audiences. You know what I mean? But I like her way more in the drama, right? Monsters Ball and shit like that. She, you know what I mean? I don't want to see her play Catwoman ever again. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Leave that shit where it's at. But I mean, it's an opportunity and it's a check, so you gotta kind of take that. But it's not where she flourishes at. It's not her strong suit. But it's almost like Denzel. I don't really like seeing Denzel outside of more serious roles. Like, I thought he was decent in Two Guns, you know what I mean? But I ain't really feel like he was Denzel in Two Guns. I like when he's like, you know what I mean, Training Day type of Denzel, Equalizer type of Denzel, Man on Fire type of Denzel, when he got some shit to lose, or just way more serious and just shit on the line versus just not. Kind of like the opposite of like Mark Wahlberg. I like him in other roles outside of drama. I don't want to see Mark Wahlberg be real serious. You know what I mean? I think his character is outside of that.
He will always be forever remembered for The Brothers.
I loved him in The Brothers though, but he was like a mix. He was like serious but not serious. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But when he all the way serious, I don't think that's. I'm not gonna say it's his strong suit. It's just what I don't prefer that Mark Wahlberg. But that's me. So I think everybody got like their sweet spot, and I think some people you can get so big to where they can start just creating characters around who the fuck you are. Because Samuel Jackson, if you think about it, he has a range of movies. Like and what the roles should be is a variety of ranges. I just think they get tailored around Samuel Jackson to where he can just end up playing himself.
Right.
But he'd have been in superhero films or kind of superhero films and regular films and drama films and action films, and he just always Samuel Jackson in a variety of different types of movies. But he had to reach a certain status to be in order to do that. Just like Denzel had to get to a certain status, he had to take what he had to take until the end. But then he got a big enough name where he could just be Denzel across movies. Same thing with The Rock. Same thing with Will Smith. Will Smith, I like him in drama-based things as well. But I think he done got to a point where he can just kind of be Will Smith. I think he's getting to the point now where he's trying to get back to his acting suits. And I think that's why we got King Richard, and that's why he got The Emancipation, which I didn't watch The Emancipation. Actually, I've seen snippets of both, but I haven't watched either one because of the slap. I don't fuck with him after that.
Why? We already talked about the slap.
Shit.
We don't have to.
He did some whole ass nigga shit. Even though he had an interview talking about, for one, he apologized on social media in a written form. Then he said in the interview that he reached out to Chris Rock, but his camp said that Chris wasn't interested in talking, but once he, you know what I mean, kind of deal with the situation, that he would reach out to Will. And I don't know if that's happened or not, but it was some whole ass nigga shit to me. That shouldn't have happened. Period. And if it did happen, I believe that somebody should have put hands on Will. Will is not above getting the hands put on.
No, I said it.
The Rock should have talked to the Wayans, and they should have jumped that nigga right after the motherfucking show in front of Jada. And you could have got some of the Wayans sisters to jump Jada. They'd have definitely straight both of them.
You do know Chris Rock got like 10 brothers, right?
Yeah.
And only Tony
Well,
had something to say.
What does that mean?
But
They
only
should
Tony
have
had something
scraped
to
Will
say.
Smith right then and there.
Lil Rock said he was gonna scrape him.
Tony ain't hurting no fucking body butterfly. Anyway.
Man, listen. This is being honest. Listen. Do I think Tony can win? No. But it ain't always about winning. Sometimes you just gotta put hands on the motherfucker and let them know. You know what I mean? Just like you thought I was crossing the line, guess what the fuck you did? You crossed the line.
You right.
For one, again, when you enter this room, jokes can fly about any motherfucking body. Anybody. If you got a problem with that, then you shouldn't be here. It's not that I should tailor my jokes. You shouldn't be in the room for motherfucker if you can't take jokes. Because how you gonna sit here front row and I can talk about Demi Moore over here and your ass gonna laugh? Then I can talk about Halle Berry over here and your ass gonna laugh. But if I talk about you, you got a problem with it and I should watch my mouth. How, you get what I'm saying? How fair is that? So you can sit in the room and laugh at everybody else that I tell jokes about. But if I go to tell a joke about you, or to you or your spouse or your loved one, you got a problem with it. I should watch my mouth there. So I can talk about everybody else except you and your family? So you that special. You that special. Okay. No, you in the room that you shouldn't be in. John Travolta wouldn't have acted like that. Nicolas Cage or anybody else that was in that motherfucking room wouldn't have acted like that. And they all were surprised like, dog, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? I was disappointed that Denzel and Samuel L. Jackson played that shit off. I wouldn't even order that nigga with no motherfucking trophy. I told him, y'all got to get somebody else. If I was Samuel, him and John Travolta, the one that gave him the trophy, y'all got to get somebody else, man. Dude just fucked up the whole event, the whole show. That one act overwrote the whole show. That's all people talked about. They didn't talk about who won what for what pictures or what categories. They ended it after that.
Yeah, you're right.
That was a big moment for a lot of people who probably never got an Oscar before. And the only thing motherfuckers talking about is what the fuck you did. Which was some nut ass shit, and then cried while trying to give your speech. Talk about love make you do some crazy things. Yo, simp ass out of here.
We already had this show discussion.
Chris Rock can't make a joke about your girl, but August Alsina can have sex with her. And you tell me who's being more disrespectful. It don't make sense. But I digress.
Tell me that Chris Rock thing stemmed from something else. There's no way. I don't think it was just that. It couldn't have been.
Couldn't have been what, just a joke?
Yeah, it couldn't have been.
I mean, we all kind of know what it is. Well, not exactly what it is, but what it is. Clearly, again, there's extreme unhappiness and unsettled issues in their relationship.
Well, that's
And for two people who have together a certain level of money and prowess and access to some of the best assistance or help that you can get, I don't know why this shit ain't dealt with already. Even before this slap, why this shit ain't dealt with. If she say y'all been separate since 2016, she started a show in 2018, the August shit comes out
2021.
21. I'm assuming the award show was in 21 or 22.
Award show was last year, 22.
So even from 16, which clearly y'all separated because y'all already had issues, but I'll even give you just 16. And from 16 to 22, that's 6 years. But as much money as y'all got, y'all couldn't get help. Will don't have to work at this point in time. Jada don't have to work. Y'all can really just sit down and talk about whatever y'all got to talk about. And I mean like professional help. Y'all got the money to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get the highest level of psychiatrists, pay the most money for therapy, whatever the case is, to get the help that y'all need to get where y'all need to be in the space mentally. To either be together or not be together, however y'all gonna cut it. So the fact that this still happened in 2022, it's still unexcusable.
Yeah, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of her. That's why I don't, do you even believe they're separated?
We mean separate like they kind of not fucking with each other and living apart?
Well, I have always
we
thought that Will didn't live in there all the time. He definitely strikes me as taking some hiatuses.
It's hard to believe that they separated. And then she say, in the public eye, we made sure to come together in the public eye because we still kind of wanted to show like kind of like a united front, even though. But then also in the public, you're
consistently embarrass your husband. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
Like y'all together. So if you was living separate, I believe the world would know about it by now. This 2016. It's being honest. And then you only come together in the public. It'd have been out and about like, hey, Jada is always seen out in public by herself.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, like paparazzi work and TMZ and all that type of shit. Jada's at the airport by herself. She at the grocery store by herself. She at the whatchamacallit by herself. At some point in time, this is over years, somebody go like, hey, Jada. If I'm trying to get an interview, hey, Jada, we always by yourself. Where's Will? Or vice versa.
But then in the same
by
breath,
Will.
Is she relevant enough that we gonna TMZ her?
I mean, of course I would. I don't think anybody should. But that don't mean nobody, even the lower end news outlets who just trying to get a celebrity on a cover or something or a story is gonna get what they can get. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whatever the fuck they get their hands on, you can't catch Will Smith all the time. So if I can catch Jaden or Willow, you know what I mean, or Jada, yeah, this is almost like the next best thing, at least to Will. But I just think, but that's why I say it just would have been out at some point in time, like why she always by herself, or why Will always by herself, why we only see them together in public. I think that would have came out. So clearly y'all had to be together behind the scenes. Hell, they even got behind the scenes shit when Will doing his YouTube shit. You there at the house when you doing this YouTube shit or live streaming. You there, but I thought y'all wasn't together. When you got your motherfucking show, when you doing your behind, Will is there. So it's hard to believe y'all don't fuck with each other, but every time a camera is on, even when it's not a red carpet event, the other one is there. But y'all supposed to be separated. It's 9 o'clock at night. Why the fuck would he have to be on set of Red Table Talk instead of in the bed sleeping? Now I gotta go to fucking work in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, we gonna drive around town, across town, to the other person's house, to, you know what I mean? And some last minute shit just because I feel like going live right now.
Right.
Jada, I need you to drive over here so we can, you know what I mean? Just we walk, put a motherfucking bonnet on, just walk through the back of the house, or, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody doing all that extra shit.
On this, I'm only gonna do what I want to do vibe, and then in the same breath, you gonna always show up for him. Well, then he is fitting the bill for her. His $375 to her $50. So that tax bracket is beyond me.
Her shit is definitely inflated. When I looked at her shit like 2 years ago doing the Red Table Talk shit, 3 years ago, her shit was at $15 million.
Well, they did do invest in some energy company.
But your shit went up from 15 to 50 in 3 years.
It's possible.
Will shit was still under 400 million those same few years ago.
Oh.
So why his shit ain't increased by 35 million? He should be over 400 million then.
Oh. Red Table Talk must be paid or whatever.
No, because they canceled that shit.
Oh, it's over?
Last time I checked, the last thing was in 2022.
Oh, I don't fucking know. I know I saw.
They said Facebook don't pay for original content no more. They let all of the contracts go. Remember, there was a Facebook Watch exclusive contract.
Oh, I don't know. They I know I saw Shanti on an interview, a Red Table Talk, a snippet on TikTok. It might have been old. I couldn't tell you. Maybe Red Table Talk.
On April 26, 2023, it was reported that Red Table Talk was being canceled. Nick Cannon is glad Red Table Talk is canceled. He blames the show for the Will Smith slap. Nick Cannon celebrated the cancellation.
And he need to chill out all the fucking kids he got. If anybody want any advice from the king?
Yep, 2018 to 2022 TV lasted 5 seasons.
Well,
That's a nice run though for 5 years.
I didn't even know it been bought that long.
You know, it's rated a 3.2 out of 10.
Horrible. It's not out of 5.
No, it says on IMDb, it's 3.2 out of 10.
Oh, damn. Poor thing. It's horrible.
But actually, it says 3.1 out of 10. And it's rated by it's only rated by 826 people though. Hold on, I gotta sign in so I can rate it and give it a 0 so I get that down.
You petty.
Hold on, let me log in. My Google account.
Petty.
Okay, rate. Oh yeah, out of 10 stars. I give it. I can't give it a 0. I gotta give it at least. Okay, I gotta do a 1. Why you can't get 0 stars though?
Because what is the point of you rating it if you're gonna give it a 0?
To bring the score down. To bring the average down. What if I think it's below needing to, you know what I mean? Like, what if I think this show is so bad that you don't need to watch it? I should be able to rate it a 0.
That is not nice.
But anywho,
someone enjoyed it.
I never really watched it in its entirety, so, you know what I mean? I ain't really hating on it. I just I seen certain clips of certain episodes, and, you know what I mean? I don't like the way she carried herself on the show, and the shit that she talked about. I didn't like it overall. Me personally. But to each his own.
We already know you're not a fan of Jada style.
Sometimes I'd be having to make sure that y'all remember that I don't fuck.
So why you fuck with Will then? Because I mean, if we bring it to the point,
I'm wondering if I should.
If we bring it to the point of Lisa's point earlier, you know, he don't have no control. Why he let her act like this? For real, at some point I'd be like, baby, just let it go. Take this shit down. For real. I don't know. I definitely couldn't be nobody's husband. Because I'd be straddling on the fence. Dictator.
But I'm on the fences.
Relax.
I'm on the fences if I should fuck with Will. Only because this type of shit is still kind of going because of you. In a lot of part, we wouldn't even know who the fuck she is anymore if it wasn't for you. Or maybe if she didn't have you, she'd have took her roles and shit more serious and actually done some shit in Hollywood with herself that was memorable. Yeah, and we don't. So, you know what I mean?
If she didn't have her fallback plan, she'd be out here earning her dollars.
Yeah. I would hope so. If she really wanted to make it in Hollywood.
Maybe she.
If you look at it, like outside of the hand-me-down roles, she was in better groups of films in her earlier stages than her later stages. She went from shit like in Menace to Society, in Jason's Lyric and shit like that, and she went to and when you start naming shit in the 2000s, we didn't even know she was in none of those. we didn't even know she was there.
Some of them I knew, but the like the low rom-coms and stuff, I knew those. But I don't know. I'm just sick of her at this point.
But with that, I'm gonna let Kia go. She's bashed Jada enough. Disclaimer: this is all our opinion.
It's all in your family business anymore. I want her to stop telling her stories. Keep us out of it, please. At this point, leave us alone. We don't.
She want to make sure. She want to keep you updated.
It's like us. Like it's almost like she's inviting us into their bedroom at this point. I don't want to see it.
You know what she probably would flourish at though? If she had like an OnlyFans, she could make some money if she had an OnlyFans.
Turn it off. Because you didn't turn it off on the brownies. Sorry, that's my kid. But what were you saying? If she made an OnlyFans, what?
She could make some money if she had OnlyFans.
I mean,
She gotta expose herself. She gotta expose herself. You know what I mean? But
she's
can...
pretty. I don't take that from her. I'm just tired of hearing about her foolery. Like, she's not ugly. She's just... The bitch need to be in the G building or something. I don't know. It's a lot. It is too much. For real, it's like... Girl, did you see what so-and-so posted? That's how I feel about Jada. Girl, she should have kept that to herself. Like, that's really how I feel about Jada.
Yeah, well, I would say hopefully this is it, but you gotta go on this little tour run so she can,
yeah.
so she can,
I know you said watch the interview on the Peacock, but I don't think it's worth it.
But again, it's a 17-minute part of it on People's on YouTube. Now, if you already got Peacock, you know what I mean.
I think
listen, if you got the pay, I will go watch it.
So
go watch it and then hit me up and say, man, listen, this bit right here. So you think you done now? Watch it. She contradicts herself so much that it's almost like a comedy. Now because I'm looking like, girl, this shit. When she love telling drugs and shit, it's like, oh, it's gotta be scripted or something. It's gotta be scripted. And then she thinks she talk like she's supposed to be like a. You can tell either she's had some type of therapy, or with some type of therapist or psychiatrist or counselor or life coach or whatever the case is, because she talk with her hands a lot, and it's like she paused and you can see she's kind of like maybe choosing her words or trying to come up with something like
better
could be coming up with a lie. You know what I mean? But you can tell she's.
Now watch me go analyze her and watch her eyes and shit. You know what, Style? I hate you.
Listen, it hit me in the messages. I'm telling you. I'm
gonna watch it tonight. I got some work to do, but I'll probably watch it tomorrow while I'm working.
You can black that this shit right here.
It's not.
You just like her now. It's gonna make you like, you know what? You know what, Jada? Okay. But with that, we're gonna leave y'all.
It's hard to be a fan when she's acting like this.
I mean, but she gotta have some shit to be a fan of to be a fan.
But no. Good night, Styles. Always a pleasure.
Y'all make sure to follow Kia on Instagram. What's your Instagram, Kia?
Or you can follow me at Pocket Treasures if you ever want to have some fun in your bedroom. You know, I'll put my link tree up sometime this week because my mentor was like, you know, word of mouth is your only voice right now. So I guess I have to share with the world what I do.